Weekly planning time. It is June. I have to count on my fingers. Today is June 6th and 2022. And here are some powerful questions to help you reflect on last week and plan for the week ahead. I am sitting in my vehicle. I am at the beach. Well, I'm in the parking lot at the beach. And so if you hear cars driving by, I apologize. There's also this cardinal that's been like flying around and like tapping on my glass, so that may happen too. So let's reflect on last week. What went well last week and what did not go as planned. So what went well for me is I got a lot done. Like, I feel like I was really productive. I completed a course and got certified from FSU called Trauma and Resilience. It was really in-depth. I highly recommend it. Some things I really liked about the course. If you know me, like my whole, I have firsthand experience with trauma, but I also have spent the good part of the last decade just learning as much as I can about it. And this course was a good refresher, but it also updated me on some of the more recent research. And it went into how different professions can work with trauma and resilience, like educators, doctors, social workers. But then it also went into like cultural considerations, like how would people of different cultures, how can you work with them best when they experience trauma? Because, you know, people have different ways of doing things, and something simple as eye contact or body language, family systems, like all of that needs to be taken into consideration. So I will be going back through my notes, and I have seaweed in my hair, processing it for my dissertation research. I highly recommend it if you are in like a service field of any kind where you work with people. It's really helpful, especially if you've never learned about trauma before. It would be like a very deep crash course. So after a month of being really sick, I started to move more. I'm still not like 100%. I'm never 100%. But I did start to move more again, and that's felt good. And I went for hikes in the rain, which was just amazing. I love that. What didn't go well is there's a lot of really heavy stuff going on in the world right now. Gosh. So, you know, a lot of things with domestic violence and mass shootings, and both of those are related. So, yeah, extra self-care. So, I've noticed in my own body that I've needed extra self-care, and my sleep suffered last week, just because of all the heaviness in the world. And like, I do have PTSD, so I felt more triggered last week than I had in a really long time. And I was especially, I don't know if hyper vigilant is the right word, but I felt like I had a lot of adrenaline in my system, and I was just very alert and needed extra calm down. So because I was so alert, I used that time to study and learn, and that was, oh hey, a box of tissues. That's convenient. Yeah, so I was able to get a lot done, but part of it was just a coping mechanism from my own trauma and being triggered from everything going on in the world. So I also had a lot of social time, which was good, but it was also very draining because many of my advocate friends were reaching out to me and having long conversations about, you know, the heavy things that were going on. So I might need to put a limit on that. Yeah. So if you are dealing with heavy things, make sure you put some boundaries around it, and give yourself some extra self-care to process it and listen to your body. All right, next question. Top 3 things to prioritize for the week ahead to give your time, energy, and attention to. So very first thing for me is self-care, and that looks like moving, discharging some of this energy that I have that doesn't feel good, journaling, getting good sleep, and then I have been reading. I need to take more notes. So I am just continuing to build up that and that practice in my life. And then also working on my website. I'm going to be redoing my coaching page, playing with some of my brand colors to make my systems simpler. And what do you want your relationship with technology to look like this week? So for me, I'm going to try to put a limit on screen time past 9 p.m. because I am trying to train my body to go to bed earlier. I am a night owl, so that's hard. But if I want to get out and do things in the morning, before it gets busy, like right now it's getting very busy outside, then I'm gonna have to wake up earlier. So I might try doing yoga and journaling and meditating at past 9. The other thing is not scrolling on social, because like I don't want to be triggered by seeing posts about all the heavy stuff going on in the world. Okay, so what can you do to connect with yourself this week? Journaling every day is really important. Getting in the ocean, which I just did, and that's probably why I'm crying right now. I did a little cry out in the ocean too. Before I had a kid, I surfed every day for decades, and then I didn't. So, you know, I'm trying to get back out there. It's kind of hard because not only am I much older and out of shape, but I broke some ribs last year, and it's been a really long time in healing. So I went out and paddled around today just to see how it felt, and get used to it again. And all of the feelings are coming up to the surface. Okay, and I might try to take a road trip or just go explore somewhere this week, because exploring is like really key to me. I love exploring. And what are 3 to 5 things you really want to get done, and where can you schedule them in this week? So exercising first thing in the morning for me. whether that's like what I did today, coming to the beach and just paddling around, going for a hike, getting on my rowing machine. And I'm also going to try, like I said, having a nighttime routine of doing yoga and maybe some light housework before bed. And okay, bright spots. What are you looking forward to this week? What is motivating you? Moving more. I don't know if you can see the cardinal in the tree behind me. Can you hear it? Getting in the ocean, learning and reading, and connecting with people are all things I am looking forward to this week. And chance encounters with wildlife. And last question, how do you want to build in rest, reset, and recovery? So I am really focused on getting good sleep, trying to fall asleep before midnight, and I am a thinker, so I do need some time to like get out of my head and stop thinking at night. Waking up early so I can get out before like the crowds, and making sure that I have time outside daily, because I tried not doing the outside thing and that doesn't work well for me. So just getting out, being in the sunshine, feeling the rain, being out in the elements, getting into nature is like really grounding and beneficial for me. So let me know what your things are, and if you found this helpful, make sure to like, share and subscribe. If you're interested in being coached on trauma or conflict or self-care, how to help people, or your own personal stuff, you can find me on Trauma Informed Solutions and coaching, or send me a direct message on social. And that's it. So I hope that you can feel safe in your body, and regulated, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, and that you can have some things that you look forward to this week. Let me know what they are, okay? Take care.